The King with Donkey Ears. Once upon a time, there lived a king. The king had a big secret. His ears grew little by little every day.
Why are my ears growing? The people will make a fool out of me.
The king wore a cloth around his ears, but he still couldn't hide them. He called the old man who made the king's crown.
You called for me, Your Majesty. You should never tell anyone what you see or hear from now on. Oh, of course, Your Majesty.
The king untied the cloth around his head. His hidden ears popped up. The old man burst into laughter when he saw the king.
Your ears! How did you... As you can see, my ears have grown so big that I need a big crown to cover them. Can you make one for me? Yes, of course. Once again, you should never talk to anyone about my ears. If you break your promise, you'll be severely punished. You have my word, my king.
Thanks to his big new crown, the king could keep his ears a secret. The people thought he wore large crowns because of his high virtue. The old man could not stop giggling to himself whenever he thought of the king's big ears.
Did you hear the rumor, Father? The king wears a very odd-looking crown. Strange, isn't it?
That's not strange at all.
Days went by. The old man started to feel frustrated because he couldn't tell anyone what he knew.
I feel sick. I want to tell someone so badly.
Finally, the old man went into the bamboo forest behind the village and shouted.
No one can hear me here, could they? The king has donkey ears! The king has donkey ears! Phew, it feels great to get that out of me.
But something strange happened. Every time the wind blew, the old man's cry echoed throughout the forest. The wind carried the echo into the village.
The king has donkey ears! The king has donkey ears! Huh? Did you hear that?
I heard it too. The king has donkey ears? The king got very upset after hearing that there was a rumor about his ears. He was angry and ordered his servants to get rid of the bamboo forest. When the bamboo trees were cut, the echo stopped.
Wait, where are all the bamboo trees? The empty forest looks lonely. I'll plant some flowers and make it into a garden.
A farmer planted flower seeds while he was passing through the area. The flowers grew. Whenever the wind went through the flowers, the echo returned.
The king has donkey ears! The king has donkey ears!
The king headed to the flower garden to see where the echo was coming from.
The king has donkey ears! The king has donkey ears! How could this happen? Foolish of me. I should have known I cannot keep this secret.
The king decided not to hide his ears anymore and headed to the village where the people lived. When the king suddenly appeared, the people were surprised and fell on their knees.
Your Majesty, what brings you here?
So, the rumor of the king's big crown is true. You are definitely the leader of this country.
Everyone look up! I have something to show you.
The people looked up at the king. The king took his crown off. No! The king has donkey ears?
Yes, it's true. I have very special ears inside this crown. I have been hiding them. But I'm not ashamed anymore. I will be a king who listens carefully to the people in my country.
Wow! Our great king!
Long live the king! Long live the king! The people were greatly moved by the king's confession. The king's donkey ears were no longer a secret. It helped the king become a good listener.